Happy Tone It Up Tuesday! I'm Katrina, and today I'm going to show you one of my favorite workout partners, besides Karina, the foam roller. So every Sunday we release a new workout schedule on toneitup.com, and we put so much energy into this to make sure you're getting the best results from your workouts, and a lot of times we include a foam roller routine. And one of the highest requested videos has been a new foam roller routine, and that's what we're going to do today. Now, a lot of times when you think of the foam roller, you think of just the lower body, but what it's great for are those postural muscles. So we're gonna start with the upper body and we're gonna warm it up. What I want you to do is lay your foam roller on your mat the long way. So this is where your spine's gonna go. You put your bum towards the bottom, you go all the way down, and for Karina, she'll probably be a little lower because she's taller. So you'll begin with your spine just along the foam roller. And the closer that your legs are together, the more you have to balance with your core. So I'm gonna go a little bit out. And then I want you to bring your hands together and open up, stretch out that chest, and then bring it forward. Now you'll feel your shoulder blades wrap around that foam roller. This feels really good. So if you cycle, spin, do yoga, any of our toning workouts, a lot of upper body, this should feel amazing. And then it's really opening up the chest. So a lot of times, like myself, if you have neck issues, a lot of times it's because your shoulders are forward just from typing at the computer or from driving or from sitting. And if you sit most of the day, then your posture alignment is off and the curve in your neck can go away. So that's what happened to me. And so I like to practice this a lot. And then now we're gonna go out and we're gonna press over our heads, stretch out this way, and then bring it back. And what you want, ideally, my chest is pretty tight, so eventually get your arms really close to the ground. Okay. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it forward and back again, get a good stretch. So a lot of you will be able to go all the way down comfortably. That's really, really great. And with all the push-ups you do, and all the burpees, and your toning workouts, your chest can get really tight and we forget to stretch it. Laying on the foam roller really puts you in a position that you wouldn't be able to stretch your chest this way on anything else. Great job. Okay, so now we're gonna put our hands on the ground and we're gonna warm up the core. So I want you to put your legs at 90 degrees. And now one at a time, I want you to bring your toe down to the ground and bring it back up. And if you can, press that lower back into the foam roller. Good. If you have a larger curve like me, it's a lot harder, and tighten those lower abs a lot to be able to press in your lower back. Good job. Now you'll feel this in your hip flexors a little bit too, and that's okay. You'll feel it during V-sits or a lot of ab exercises that require lower body. You want your hip flexors to be really strong, but you want them to be flexible. And that's really how you keep your abdominal muscles strong too, is that it's this whole area from your quads all the way up here, and then your lower back and your obliques. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And now what that was doing too is it's just putting a little bit of pressure on your lower back, and that should feel amazing. Okay, now one of my favorite parts is self-myofascial release on the upper back. So obviously it's ideal to go see a sports massage therapist or someone, but this is great to do in between. And what you want to do is roll right along the muscles. And what I like to do too is favor to one side. Oh, that feels so good. And And you'll also get a little bit of the lat right here. And I like to do each muscle group for about 60 seconds. Okay, and then make sure you get the other side. And the lat. Good. Now if you get a pressure point, say on your lat muscle, which is right here, you can actually stay for some myofascial release. And it gets really, really intense. Good. And then the other side. And then just one more, so it feels good. I don't want to stop now. Great. Now we're going to start with the calves, and you can either roll them both at the same time, or if you want it to be more intense, you can cross your legs. So there's two parts that I want you to do. Your gastroc and your soleus. So the gastroc is at the top, and this is really sensitive. Good, and if you find a sensitive spot, you can stop, and then keep rolling it. And then you can go to the bottom. This is really intense for me. And roll out the soleus. Great job. Also a tricep workout. And the bottom. And I'll do mine together. And then now we're going to do our hamstrings. So what you want to do is you want to get the belly of the muscle. So the large part in the middle, and roll right before you get to the back of the knee, so right before that, and then come right up to the booty. There you go. So same thing, you can either do both your legs at the same time, or if you want it to be more intense, you can cross that leg over. Now doing the foam roller is really great. Even to warm up before you go for a run. So you'll notice that my heart rate's getting up a little bit. It's great to get the muscles warmed up like this before you head out, especially the IT band. So what we'll do, so we'll roll into our sides and get the IT band. So you go all the way down, same thing, just before you get to the knee, and then all the way up to the side of your hip. And for a lot of you, especially if you're runners, or you cycle, this is very, very intense. Oh my goodness. And again, if you hit that pressure point, which would be at the bottom or at the top for me, right here, let's hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, roll back. And again, if you want to stack your legs, you can for this, but it's actually pretty intense for me, so I'm not going to. Just, you'll know your limits. Great. Okay, now we're going to move on to the quads, and this requires a little bit of core strength, and you might want to scoot it down, which is a funny move. And same thing, so you go all the way up to your hip flexors, and then right before you hit the knees, don't go over the knees, right there. This is amazing. And since the quadriceps are such a large muscle, you want to do the same thing that you did with the hamstring. Just favor to one side. It's so intense for me. And then over to the other side. I don't know about you, but after all the workouts on the schedule, this is very, very intense. It's so good. And the other great thing about foam rolling is that it increases mobility and range of motion and decreases inflammation in the muscles, and you'll feel a lot better. But you want to make sure that you hydrate a lot after this. Okay, now we're going to roll right into our other side, so on the IT band. And again, this is really, really intense. And if you want to just go all the way up to the hip, and if you want to hold it on that pressure point. All right, now I want to see your check-ins doing the foam roller routine, and check in with us on Instagram or in the Tone It Up community, which is community.toneitup.com, and hashtag TIE team. Hi. And if you have an accountability kitty, so accountability kitty is the cat that ends up on your yoga mat. Hi, monkey. Hi. Where's mama? Oh, she's not very happy with me. She's camera shy, so maybe she's not. Hi. So we want you to check in with us with the hashtag TIE team and do @Karina and @Tone It Up, and we'll put our links and the information below. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye.